welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be redrawing art from 2005, so 15 years old, quite a while ago. The original was done with Prismacolor color pencils, and I cannot remember the paper it was drawn on. I'm pretty sure it was very smooth, which I'm not a big fan of now, but so yeah, I redraw this one because I thought, hey, what the hell, styles sort of changed, not too much, but you'll wait and see. And this is the redrawn sketch. Now, with the sketches, I never know if people want to see me draw the sketch, because this took a couple hours to get it all finished, and I don't know if people will just find that boring, so I haven't really been including the sketches, just a basic line art sketch when it's finished. But maybe in the future I'll do a drawing from start to finish, and then show people I can actually draw, and I just hit the table, so you probably heard that thunk, but that's okay. But yeah, I actually quite like the way this is. Very similar. Similar to the drawing from 2005, but slightly changed, maybe? Probably not, actually, looking at it now. And I decided to do the redrawing digitally, just because I thought, hey, it'd be quicker than doing a colored pencil, because colored pencil can take a bloody long time to do. And I was wrong. It took actually, over a week to do this actual drawing, but and that's why this isn't up on Saturday. It's up today on Monday, because it took a little longer than I thought it was going to take. And then I was like, what am I going to talk about during this? And I was like, I don't know. So, hey, let's talk about my drawing background, upbringing, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, where to start. You start when you were 4 or 5, when you were drawing with pencils and Crayola crayons and stuff, and then drawing Disney characters and stuff like that, which I did. But sidetrack. The strips on the side are just basic color schemes, because I wanted to keep it very pastel-y, spring-like, so I was like, I'll just take a color palette from, what's that? I'll link where I got the color palette below, because it has all kinds of really cool palettes. But anyway, back to art, upbringing, journey, whatever the hell you want to call it. So kid, then we get to teenage years. I'm skipping ahead here because I don't remember everything. Bad memory. So I started using color pencils in high school when I was about 13, I think. Yeah, about 13. Using Prismacolors, because that's really all that... Well, actually, no, I started with Crayola pencil crayons, which are okay. They're a little hard, but I was learning, so... And then I went to Prismacolors, because that's what my teacher recommended. And then we'll skip ahead. I mean, I went to 3 different high schools with art programs, and I got lucky. Most of the art programs were quite, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. More than sufficient, we'll say. They're actually quite good art programs. They had like kilns and all kinds of different art supplies, and I had one teacher I did not get along with. Like I said, 2, but one, when doing art history, she was talking about ancient Egypt, and she got things completely wrong, and I actually said, no, you're wrong, and then she kicked my ass out of class. So we did not get along, even though I was right, she was wrong. I was really into ancient Egypt. I still am, and then the second art teacher was actually one of Robert Bateman's brothers. We didn't get along either because he was more, at the time, I don't know if he is now, who knows, I don't know, I don't care. He was like, fantasy is not art. And I'm like, huh? But, because, I've been drawing dragons since I was a kid, so that's why, he was like, he wrote on my sketchbook, you won't get far with fantasy art. No, fuck off. But, so we did not get along. But then, we'll go forward, let's see, years and years and years. Well, teenage years, late teenage years, I was drawing like flash art, tattoo flash art for people, and which I still like doing. I just don't do it a lot anymore, unfortunately. Maybe I'll start doing that again. But, and then you jump ahead till, we'll say, Scotland, so I would have been 14 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. Yeah, something like that. I came to Scotland. And then after a while, I went to college and did portfolio classes and contemporary art, which, I'm not a huge fan of contemporary art. Some of it's okay, some of it's just utter crap, but to each their own. It is what it is, we'll say. But those courses got me into DJ CAD, or Duncan of Jordanston, as I used to refer to it as, which is what it used to be called. And then you do a foundation year, which is like just a basic rundown of things. And then you go on to do whatever you want to specialize in. Now, I did graphic design. Should have done illustration instead. Hey, live and learn. It is what it is. You make your choices and live with them. But yeah, so did a graphic design. I have a bachelor's in graphic design, so I got something out of it with honors. So hey, I did something with it at least. And then I went on and did an MLIT, a master's of, I don't even know what it is. Did a master's, but not even in art. In science fiction literature, which is what I should have done originally, like humanities, but that's another long story. But yeah, there's a very quick rundown of my art overview education, because I don't even remember all of it. I've been doing art since I was so young. It's just part of my life. I don't even remember certain aspects of it, except things like going to uni, going to college, going to uni, finishing uni. I did graduate. I didn't go to graduation for the master's because I was like, I'm not paying 50 plus quid to wear a gown for like 3 hours. I can use that 50 plus more quid and buy art supplies with it. But anyway, so that's, like I said, very quick overview of my art career, it's not my career, it's my upbringing. This is my art career, sort of. I do all kinds of other stuff, but, this isn't a career, this is just something to keep me busy, because I'm not at uni anymore, so I don't go completely doolally. But let's see if this is recording still. Yes, it's still recording. Good, because I couldn't remember exactly what I said. But anyway, we'll go back to this drawing. So, you saw the first yellow dragon, yellow, orange, brownish kind of dragon. They've got bunny ears. They have to have bunny ears. They have to kind of look sort of cute. This green dragon is a little bit more menacing, we'll say. A little bit more evil looking, but still kind of cute because he's got bunny ears and he's not completely, you don't have scales and armor on him or anything like that, which I can draw, but for some reason I start drawing angry looking dragons and stuff like that, and 9 times out of 10 they end up looking really cute, and I don't know why, but so I'm working on the eyes here. I had to redraw the eyes and the angle of the head because it really didn't look quite right. And then of course my pen started acting up. I had to change the little pen nib thingy on the end. It was just not completely worn away, but pretty worn away. So I was like, okay, it's a good thing I've got lots of them. We'll just replace that. And then it started blending a little bit better. So obviously it wasn't working quite right. But I don't know why I chose green. It's maybe a bit too muddy for it, but it still kind of looks springish. And so blending the dark parts, the light will be coming from the top right if you're looking at the screen. And so yeah, the light's coming from top right if you're looking at the screen. So try to make that kind of in shadow, the stuff that's like not getting hit by the light. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. I had to take kind of artistic license and all that crap. But this is a long video. I'm trying to think of things to talk about. It's just like, So talk quickly about my art upbringing and all that crap very, very quickly. And now talking about this. Yes, I'm rambling more than usual, but hey, it is what it is. I didn't videotape the the handle of the basket because it's very simple. It's just brown and blue. So I was like, no, I don't want to make this video 2 hours long. But, so the green dragon was finished, and I thought, okay, let's go on to the little eggs. Now, I was going to do these a little bit more detailed than they end up, which is why the peachy orangey one has 3 blue dots on it. And then this one's like striped, and the rest are just solid colors. That's just laziness, and me wanting to get this up in enough time, so, because Easter's in less than a month, so I probably should get it online. But add a bit of shadow, like I said, light's coming from the top right, so you need to reflect that. I don't know what happened there, it just kind of glitched, and I was like, what the hell? So I had to shut the program down and open it up again. Thankfully I had saved it. So it looks black, but it's very dark purple. And so it's just more colors of the eggs, and I should have added more detail, but I just, like I said, decided to keep them a little bit more simple, and it works in the end, thankfully. It doesn't look like I was being too lazy, but now a lot of this stuff's on separate layers. I normally wouldn't do that, but because there's so many parts to this drawing, I decided to put a lot of things on separate layers, so if I needed to move them behind things, I could. It makes it a lot easier to move where things are positioned, whether in front or behind something, if they're on separate layers. So thankfully, I remembered to label every layer, so I knew exactly what things were, except for the eggs. I should have labeled them like egg, pink egg, purple egg, green egg. I labeled them egg 1, egg 2, egg 3, egg 4. That's not helpful. Not helpful at all. But, so like I said, I don't have to do the whole egg, because if this bottom part's going to be behind the dragon and another egg that's in front, and some gummy bears that get made later, which you can kind of see them peeking out a little bit, the line art there, I don't need to paint the whole thing, which saves time, in theory. But, it is sometimes saves time. Other times you're like, why the hell did I do that? Should have just painted the whole damn thing. Would have solved so many problems in the future. But, and I don't know, I drew this originally for an online acquaintance, but it didn't end up sending it, and I kept it, and I actually don't know, I think I sold it? Yeah, I think I sold it a few years ago, actually, but I can't remember, because I don't have it now, and I know I don't have it now, because I was looking in a container the other day in a closet full of old art, which, yeah, that could be a video, actually, older art that I go through and be like, what the hell is this? But because that could be amusing, because I'm finding things I didn't even know I drew. I don't have a lot of old art from when I was like a kid and stuff, because I moved around a lot as a kid, and I'm in a different country, and sketchbooks are heavy to move. I did bring a lot of books, like a lot of reference books that I'm glad I did, because they've come in handy, but a lot of stuff got stayed in Canada, because, shipping stuff is expensive. But back to the art. Yeah, so there's old art, oldish, not old art, in a box, like a container crate thing. I should probably go through that and then make and then we can all laugh at what I thought was, hey, this is great, and in reality, not so much. Well, it was okay. It wasn't like, I'm not that hypocritical, hard on my own art and stuff like that, partly because you're always learning, and you always change what you do, and the whole point is just learning and creating stuff. And then the gummy bear, which I made bright pink, which doesn't look quite this pink in the end, because I think I messed with the layers and I changed the tone the color because it was just way too pink, even though it looks kind of cool. But, And then I didn't videotape any other gummy bears because I forgot to. Actually, I meant to, but I forgot to. So I'm just quickly drawing the eggs below the basket. And they're orange, purple, and... not orange, yellow, orange, purple, and blue. Now the blue, I probably could have made that a little bit brighter, but I didn't, so hey. And then there's more jelly beans. See, the whole time I was doing this, all I wanted was jelly beans. Now I like jelly beans. My dentist would kill me if I ate any more. Probably because my jaw, with the fake jaw joints and stuff, it kind of like hurts, it creaks. They should have like given me like WD-40 for it. But, and he would just yell at me because it's like, stop burning your teeth. Yeah, well, hey. And then anyway, from jelly beans to like nothing. So the rabbit, which I made a blue. Now, this is the only part about this whole drawing that I kind of wish I had done different. It ends up looking more like an ice sculpture rabbit than a white chocolate rabbit. But I've never done or drawn white chocolate, whether digital or physical, it's not physical, traditional. So it doesn't look exactly right. I mean, it looks like an ice sculpture, which is okay, but next time, maybe, if I draw this again in 15 years, maybe I'll have learned by then what white chocolate looks like when you draw it. I should have just, done something different. Maybe I should have made it chocolate, like dark chocolate, but then the basket behind it kind of made me need to do it in a lighter color, so that's why it looks like ice. But, it is what it is, and I'm not going to change it again because it's done and I need to work on other things. I really do, because I have other things I need to be doing. But yeah, so then I go back and I draw some more jelly beans. So just randomly jelly beans. I'm not even following the drawing that I made underneath, and I'm just randomly picking kind of pastelish colors, and then eventually I just start picking my own colors because I'm like sick of going back and picking colors. So I just like, what colors are jelly beans? You got red, blue, orange, white, brown, and then yeah, so and just make them shiny because, like I said, light source from the left, or not left, right, looking at the screen. And so just add a bit of color. These are really painterly, so I don't quite like the way they look, and they're all on different layers again, because some of them had to go behind, forwards, and if I really didn't like them, it was easy enough just to delete that layer, which does happen a few times actually. It's another reason to put things on different layers, because then you can just delete them and you're not going to have to delete the whole picture. Like this pink one that I'm drawing now, I do end up deleting it because I just don't like the way it looked in the end. So I'm like, eventually I just say, screw it, you're gone. But yeah, and then it looks okay. I mean, I tried to make it look better there, but like I said, I eventually thought, no, you're gone. Really don't like the way it looks. So we're drawing a greenish one, even though there's already green stuff there. But yeah, no, hey, see, I deleted it. It's gone. But, and the green one's there. Now, I could have drawn different types of candy, but I decided, nope, we'll stick with jelly beans. I remember I used to get a crap load of them in my Easter basket when I was a kid growing up. So I thought, hey, jelly beans and eggs, chocolate eggs, or just eggs, painted eggs and stuff like that. Either or works, And this blue jelly bean is a little bit too big, so I did end up thinning out of it. I know I didn't actually, but yeah, so this is it finished. And I did more jelly beans on the other side and made the background blue, even though it was originally yellow, but I made it blue just because with the dragon being yellow, I kind of had to make it blue so the yellow dragon wouldn't blend in too much. It needed to be a contrasting color, so hey, hell, which means I probably should have made the other dragon purple. No, not purple. A different type of orange or yellow too, because then they both would have stood out a lot. I'm trying to think of my color theory there. Just my brain went blank. But yeah, so this is it finished. Like I said before, and I really like actually the way it turned out. It's similar to the other drawing, but different enough, and that's probably because it's done with digital rather than another traditional method. And I didn't know if I had big enough paper anyway to do this again. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have it up on Redbubble later and Zazzle later too, if it's not already up. Probably Redbubble will be up at least. And the next drawing I'm doing on Wednesday is going to be, I don't know, it was originally going to be the glass pen drawing I had in mind, but I don't know if I'll have time for that. So it might just be a very quick, another pastel or hell, I might get out the colored pencils and do that. So thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about what was supposed to be my art journey, upbringing, crap, all that stuff, and then turned into more random talk about who the hell knows actually now, and I can't even remember what I was saying. But anyway, come back on Wednesday to see what I decide to draw.